Hello everyone and welcome to episode 32 of the TEW9 Road to Glory save here on the channel in the Seaverse, as we are still with Sin City Grappling. We're making money. We're doing the damn thing as far as we are rising up the ranks through the sizes. As far as we're about to be into small, we are just 4 popularity points away. I feel like by the time we get to Kumite 4, I think it's going to be Kumite 4. As far as, let's just double check. Yeah, it will be Kumite 4. We will be at a small company. We're making money. I feel like 26 people on the roster is still good, but we might make it 30. We might go with 30 to kind of see how that plays out. So we might be bringing in some new blood. Because obviously we just brought in a couple of new guys, which all the new talent we've brought in has been sensational. But I feel like we could get even better, especially once we get to small, and you'll get even more talented people on the roster. As I did change, as far as I did update the standings for everybody, which is awesome. As far as we got everybody all situated again. I didn't update everybody's year 3 records, mainly because, like, obviously for Buffalo Bill, He I believe he should be 3-3-1 in year 3. He might have been, yeah, that's right. He hasn't had a match this year, so he does have a match this episode, but we will not be seeing that till obviously we get to the show. I think the craziest thing is Jules, the Sandman Knight's record, 13-7-3, is pretty crazy to think about it. He's never really had like a bad year. He's never had a year below 500. 3 years in a row. Kind of crazy. And he's already won over Christopher Ball, too. So, I mean, he's already ahead. And, yeah, because you see here, he had the draw in the triple, or I said not the draw, but he won the triple threat. Then before that, he had the draw with Nigel Stevenson. So, already there, he's 2-0-1. He loses to Goro. And he loses to him again. But that's his only losses, because he wins 2 more times, plus getting another time limit draw. He, I mean, just cannot lose, it seems like, in a year. He was 3-2-3, which I guess that is technically 500, but with the draws is what kind of helps, in my opinion, elevate him out of that. And a lot of these are, title matches too, obviously. Kind of wild. But yeah, I mean, 3-2-3. Wasn't a part of Kumite that year, which obviously he was the winner. Of course, as far as let's go all the way back. He had the as far as the one won the first one way back when. But yeah, I mean, hard to believe. And then him and Scary Terry had the draw. Then they had the title match, which Jules ended up winning that as well. Kind of wild. As to think how much, his first guy to beat Scary Terry Roundtree. Believe he now has the best record. Goro Hatamoto's 12-8-1, though. He's not too far behind him. Similar records, but just they again, you're OG Sin members as well, so that makes sense. Then I believe the third best record is to the current BMF champion in, as far as John the Silencer Snyder, who is 11-10-1, which is kind of crazy to think he never had a winning record until last year, which is kind of crazy, insane. As you see, I mean, his last 2 years, rather, he won a combined 3 matches out of, had a 9. He was 3 for 9. Kind of wild. But yeah, obviously the oldest BMF champion and the current BMF champion. And he's already defended his belt twice already. So already he's off to a good start of being able to have a positive record here in Sin for year 4. But yeah, 7-3. Technically we don't count the Kumite bout, so he's actually 6-2. So that's even better for the year. It's just wild. Wild. I mean, he has just turned it on. Goro Hatamoto again with 12, like we talked about. Trying to think of other guys that are kind of close to that. As far as Scott Hadley right now, he's 5-5-1, which I actually think is a mistake. It should be 5-0-1. I just realized that. I think I actually picked 5 there by mistake. Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to be 5-1-1. I believe I have a 5-1-1. There it is. About to say, we forgot to change it. I had to make it, is why it was still at 5-5-1. Oh, but I don't have one over here. That's an easy fix. But we'll do that later. Is it, okay, so at least it'll look good on that. It's just going to be off on that page. But yeah, 5-1-1. Right now, he's about to fight for the championship, potentially. He wins, or now after winning over Ryan Robertson, he will be facing the winner of John Snyder and Jules Knight at the next show. We'll be seeing Sugar Amano, another OG guy. Actually, I believe he was. I was thinking he was an OG guy, but he might not. Oh no, he was. Yeah, there's his debut against Jules Knight. Which right now 9-10-2, not great. Not great. But we'll see how he does. Potentially could make it to 500 if he gets the win tonight. Because I believe he's taking on Slade Bolin, who is 4-2-1. He also signed last year. Same thing with Stipe Miocic, who's 3-3. Probably the most depressing debut out of those guys is Chris McGrath, which we don't even have anything in his bio to say what year he signed. But he signed last year, of course. I know, I'm about to say, I thought he signed the year before, but no, he signed in September. Or no, he signed in July. Never mind, yeah, excuse me, because him and JVP debuted the same night at the Kumite show. Which JVP, at one point, he was 5-0, and now he's lost his last 2. Kind of crazy. Yeah, kind of crazy, because he started off 5-0, had the title fight in his last match of the year at the last show against Hatamoto. He lost that match, and then he's lost his previous one. Oh, Christopher Ball, kind of crazily, only has a 4-4-1 record. But yeah, like, especially some of the talent he's faced. Same thing with Jerry Pepper. Jerry Pepper has a losing record now after losing to Scott Snyder. Scott Snyder, Jesus Christ, John Snyder. Yeah, trying to think who else has a pretty good... I mean, Ryan Robertson, 4-2-2. That's a pretty good record. Obviously, Mario De Silva, we haven't even added his records. Yeah, we need to do that. And Al Coleman and all those guys. I just never realized that. What a dork. But I believe Mario's either 1-0 or 2-0. I'll just go ahead and pick 2-0 for now. Just to be sure. As, yeah. Oh, didn't mean to get that. Mario. Day. Oh. This is what I get for typing in the dark. Can't see fucking shit. There we go. Alright. Which, yeah, I just need to double check. Yeah, the tap out artist. We need to add that to his shit as well. But yeah, 2-0. Buzz Reed and JVP, both big wins. We're going to add Al Coleman as well, and Denny King as well, who is 1-0. Yeah, Al Coleman. Believe he's 1-0. I believe he has not fought twice. But I could be wrong. Could be wrong, but off the top of my head, 1-0. And he's been probably the best guy we've ever signed. Obviously, Mr. Submission himself, as well, the one-man gang. But yeah, he's been tremendous. Yeah, I'm about to say he just beat Quick Kick Nikkei on his debut. And then Denny King, who also is 1-0, which I believe Al Coleman is wrestling tonight. Denny King is not, but we'll get him on the next show because he worked this previous show anyways. Just give him a little bit of a break. Kind of like the schedule we're doing right now. We're kind of some talent are on one show and then off the next show just to kind of change it up a little bit. But yeah, Denny King, who was very impressive in his Mr. Wildcard, Denny King. He beat, of course, Hurricane Higor Rosa. Yep, and 44, but only because of Rosa. He had a 54 in his match. But we'll add all the nicknames and all that shit later. But yeah, now it's officially all added up. So now, yeah, I can't believe I didn't even realize that I didn't have all the new guys on there. But I'm trying to think, who else did I miss? Did I miss anybody else? No, I did not. Okay, but oh no, yeah, we did. Sajuro Kikuchi. Let's just go ahead. We'll be a little smart about this. But he actually, as far as he lost to Slave Bolin, he's the one guy that lost in his debut. Very, very tough out of the 4 guys. But he's also very talented, and I think that's just a little mishap for the first show and the first match of his career with us. He'll be just fine. There we go. Good, good, good. Good, good, good. Alrighty. We almost have a full page. So that's going to be nice. But yeah, as far as, we're almost at 20,000, which is tremendous. We, when we get to small, for the new people, talent-wise, it might be women. We might start the women's division, the women's BMF side of things. I think it'd be nice. It'd change it up a little bit. We've already had, as far as the product itself, we already made it to where if it is going to be one, it's separate as far as like the settings and for, you know, female and men's. So that's going to be nice. And yeah, we'll see how it plays out. It's kind of crazy again how much we got. Yeah, as far as the company will be penalized using Adult Entertainment background. People from them, yeah, straight matches, no gimmicks. Alrighty. But yeah, as far as for the show, let's just hop right into it. Fuck it. Why not? Because I think we have a pretty great show. Pretty great show. Again, I should probably give people the time to, you know, not work tonight, but fuck that. Everybody at least show up. Maybe you'll learn something. Oh, another sellout. Not a full, like we could run it twice and sell it out like we usually have been doing, but that's alright. See what the locker room incidents are. Oh, as Milton Militich wants to work tonight. I'm sorry, brother. Maybe next time. Can you actually, do you have a background in martial arts or anything? No. One of the new talents in the world anyway, so yeah. Damn. I mean, Rodney Brook, we're gonna give you a fine. Scott Hadley and Sajuro Kikuchi almost fought. Oh, a fight did break out. Oh my god. We'll find him too. There we go. Now, at least Buzz Reed right in the backstage area. Just being a gentle giant out there. There we go. It's Buffalo Bill and Sajuro Kikuchi hanging out. Oh, so is Shugamano and Sajuro Kikuchi. How about that? Bringing in one of the newer guys, and he's already doing well. We don't need to inspire anybody since Buzz Reed kind of did that for us. Yeah, and yeah, then the replacement for Nigel ended up being into the triple threat for the first time. But our show, yeah, I mean, our main event, of course, we'll be seeing the champ, John Snyder, look to defend his belt against Jules Knight. And we, in fact, will have a new champion. Jules Knight will beat him. It's going to be 10 minutes, which is, we might actually, 10 minutes, but 13 minutes with all the entrances and whatnot in the intro. Big time win. Second ever champion for Jules Knight there. Yeah, Snyder, a little unhappy about it. I can understand why. He's probably thinking, man, everybody else has had a long run with the belt. I'm only getting it for a couple months. But there's a plan. There's a plan. And for Snyder, though, he's still going to be the oldest champion ever. It's just, hey, you know, it is what it is. But now we'll see Jules Knight versus Scott Hadley, which will be at Night of Sin 42. Then for our co-main, it's a tough one because obviously Goro Automoto, this was his first match back since being a champion and losing to John Snyder. He gets a win back in his return to the Sin City Grappling Ring. I do like, Jerry Pepper and Jason Van Pelt because this is going to give a win to Jerry Pepper and JVP now losing 3 matches in a row. Al Coleman and Buffalo Bill, though. Now, this is a hell of a match. Is Al Coleman already going to get another win? But he's been tremendous. He's been... Really, that probably should be the co-main. But I think... Yeah, because we haven't seen Buffalo Bill in a hot minute. This is kind of to determine maybe potentially if we do Al Coleman and Goro Automoto on the next show. And then that winner will take on the winner of, obviously, our title fight for that show. But yeah, Sugar Mano and Virgil Voss going to be on this show, but Delmano is going to win. He will, in fact, be 10-1 against Virgil Voss. Then Ryan Robinson, of course, who just lost to Scott Hadley, got knocked out pretty bad. He's going to take on Ernie Holmes, which Ernie hasn't been on a show in a hot minute. I believe his last show was, August. He beat Rodney Brook. Obviously, a region who's not doing so hot. But Ryan Robertson should be able to pull off a good match with him. 6 segments, so it's still in the yellow. Oh, it's because Snyder's unhappy with the booking. But yeah, all these guys, still Rodney Brook, Nate Jordan, they still have only worked in 2024 for the last time. Obviously, Kinoshi Kawamura, he should be an agent, but it is what it is. We should be good to go, though, for this show. I'm excited to see how it all plays out. I think we got a hell of a card. Al Coleman's probably going to get like a 70 for his rating. And unless it's a bad chemistry or something. Not a whole lot of crazy long matches, too, tonight. Everything's around the 8, 9, 10-minute mark. So everything should be considered a world-class score, since it's going to be over 5 minutes. And here we go. A 43 for the opening matchup as Ryan Robertson gets the win. He wouldn't have won by submission. It probably would have been a count finish as far as after he was knocked down so many times. It's the win. Sugar Mano beating Virgil Voss, and Mano with a 56. Great win. He also would have probably won by KO after the palm strikes and maybe puts him in the pocket in the corner. Palm strikes him to death. Gets the win there with a knockout. When Jerry Pepper beating Jason Van Pelt, he knocked him out. Of course, he's got that looping right hand, which I do want to use that again as far as for a kayfabe DQ finish, as far as like a guy where he gets away with it. We've done that before, but it's been a while. This time, though, I think he would have actually knocked him out clean against JVP, but I do like that idea potentially to run that back. Goro Hatamoto beating Slade Bolin. Choked him out the Cobra Clutch. And, of course, he was tremendous, though, 57. Crowd rating, they weren't really into it, but, Slade Bolin gets outperformed there. And a 67. Jesus Christ. Al Coleman and Buffalo Bill Rothschild. An ankle brace from Al Coleman. And, this got the crowd buzzing. This was a hell of a match. And Al Coleman and Buffalo Bill, they are looking pretty good. Especially Al Coleman with the 60. That is impressive. Jules Knight does in fact beat John Snyder with that scissors armbar. And the Sandman gets it done. Listen, the Sandman might have lost at the Kentucky Derby, but the Sandman here wins the BMF Championship for the second time. Our first ever 2-time winner. And a great match. It was a great show. A 67 on both main and co-main. Increased our popularity. 65 show itself. That's going to be one of the best shows that we'll ever do, I think, as far as on this side of things, as far as still being a tiny little company. We are rolling. Absolutely rolling. Give hugs to the new champ. And just a great performance from Al Coleman. Fantastic tonight. But now he waits for the hammer as the Sandman. We made money somehow. Just not even with the merchandise, or with sponsorship money, rather. So we're going to be looking pretty good. Still no popularity increase. We're getting fucked. A 65 doesn't get it done. That's insane. Insane. As Mando, the Scott Hadley, Jules Knight match should go over pretty well. Of course, Jules Knight being a 2-time champ and being one of the best guys we have, and being an original guy, too. That shows how much he's improved throughout the time. But Night of Sin 42 should be a banger. Now again, 2-time winner. He had the belt for 67 days, the John Snyder. It's obviously everybody else was, the lowest before that was Jules Knight at 155. We'll see if he can break that. Or will we see a new champion? Will the Hammer get the job done and put that... I mean, he's been an absolute unit in there. Taking down people, knocking them out with his takedowns, getting ground and pound wins with hammer fist. I mean, he's been a demon in there. He's got a chance to be the BMF champ. As, yeah, we will catch you guys next time, though. And hopefully, we'll finally gain some pop. After we, man, we were on a run there for a hot minute, but now, just can't get it to 32. But, yeah, I mean, again, that was indeed the best show. In January was the best show before that. We've been rolling. Absolutely rolling. Two of the best matches we've ever had, two on the same show. Great stuff. John Snyder, part of the two of the three best matches for the company. It's kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, that will do it for this episode. Thank you all for watching, and we'll catch you guys next time. Take care, everyone.